You know.
Here we come with Victor Alice, new Sports. Neo Urban, hot, sexy. Here he is, the man the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Here's Nick. Yeah, melts in your mouth. What they call him, Sexual Chocolate? They never called me that.
Well, you know what? I did get one Facebook posting, and the woman used Chocolate Man, and I was so proud. So I put it in concrete, copied it over, so I can now use it because now I have somebody. But of course, she's never seen the show.
They always have. Whenever they name me something, it has somehow it's got fat somehow.
No, it's not the case. No,
round
it's not.
Man, round drop.
Well, now it's just Mustache Man.
Right.
Stash Man.
That's because all the women see this mustache, they don't know what to do with it.
You know,
yeah.
I guess, Mario, I guess we're going to have to take off the hair off our faces. It's split.
How come you don't say nothing about his mustache?
I guess it's you. I'm typical.
Mine's all thick like the whispers.
Look. I don't know.
Mine's all thick like the whispers.
I don't know. Vic pulls it off. Maybe it's just a little. You're too cute and cuddly already. No, exactly. I can just not go there.
That's not good. That is not good. I'm apologizing. Welcome to New Sports, you guys. I'm sorry. We've got off track here, and we're having a good time. It is that day where we sit back and we have topics, but today we only have one topic. Over the weekend, with all the events that happened, and we're not going to even talk about the Lakers. Not going to talk about the Clippers. Not going to talk about the NBA. And we have to worry about football because when I get ready to watch New England and Houston tonight, that's going to be kind of the pre kind of who's going to go to the Super Bowl between these two teams. I got to bring you the boxing because I think the match that changed the face of people's pocketbooks, the world, and allow boxing, traditional boxing, to survive. And that is, to me, what is in the mix here. Now, we have to congratulate Marquez with the stunning knockout over, of course, Pacquiao. But let me just say this, dude. The man who should be crying is Floyd Mayweather. Now, everybody's talking about the bottom line is this, hey, Pacquiao just got rocked. And when he did get rocked, he got rocked solid. It was such a clean shot. You had no choice but to go down, and probably there were earthquakes all around the arena. But the bottom line is there were a lot of people who were into the event, but maybe not watching the boxing match as much. But my belief is this. You give somebody 4 or 5 opportunities to try to beat you, and you beat them all the time, they're going to come up a little bit more hungrier to get at you. This is not about Marquez. This is about, I believe, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong on this one, Mario or Brandy. The man who's crying should be Floyd Mayweather. To me, I think he let Marquez steal his biggest fight payday of all time because everybody was waiting for this boxing match between Floyd and, of course, Pacquiao. Now, Pacquiao, of course, does the value go up for the money that could be involved if they fight now? No. Would you rather see Marquez fight Floyd Mayweather, who's already lost to Floyd, easily dominated?
Well, okay. As a promoter, I think I could work with all of that.
Now let me
Vic,
ask you
don't you think you could work with promoting the comeback after the loss thing?
Yeah, but let me
ask you
In some ways,
you could hype that.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. I mean, Shay, look, I follow boxing, but from way back, I'm not inside.
Yeah, me neither. Brandy's inside, though.
Here's the part. Now, wait a minute, Brandy. I know you were busy because
you're
a commercial person. Mm-hmm. Were you in any way following this match or heard about it after and people talking about it?
No, I heard about it, of course. Pacquiao.
Yeah.
No, the other one. Just kidding. No, I just don't care. I'm not following it. You know me.
But you heard about it.
Yeah, of course. I heard about it.
Right.
Yes, I was too busy making cookies.
Right. So the bottom line is, if she
going
heard
to
about
parties.
It, if she heard about it, she knows it's out there. That's how much it was endemic in our social culture. It rocked the world. And when I say rocked, Marquez put him to sleep. I'm not tripping over that. I want to know, did the biggest payday just get pulled from Floyd's hands as it relates to seeing Marquez take him out? That he could have been in the ring, doubled the gate, doubled everything. The money involved with him been astronomical. Will that money still be available in the next match period, regardless of who Floyd fights?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, I actually think that this set it up depending on how they did it. They could roll with this a little bit for a while.
But how can you roll with Floyd already dominated Marquez? Marquez beats Pacquiao.
Which people didn't expect.
Right. So now you look forward to Pacquiao because he is not now untouchable. And now he got flat knocked out.
Well, I still look forward to all of them. I look forward to Mayweather.
Right.
He's a Mayweather. He's married.
I think Mayweather versus Marquez is a good fight.
Right.
And I also think you get to still have the fight. The question is before or after. I think you just change the order of the bouts.
Okay, now it's all about the gate because they were charging probably about, I know on cable on this side, about $65 with tax.
And we know people who did it.
Right.
And I think you can still get it. Like I'm saying, I think you could get that for Mayweather, Marquez, and you can also get it for the repeat bout. So let's see. And I think they're going to try to work it like that. I think Mayweather was stupid anyway. He could have had. Your point is well taken. He could have made this money that was just made, and I think everybody feels that. But that doesn't, to me, mean that the future doesn't hold even a bigger. I think it sets the tone for the upcoming fights.
Now I'm gonna get to a portion that's going to include Brandy, and Brandy, you don't have to worry about anything because this is going to dial right into your sphere of influence. But one more thing: did this fight allow boxing to continue breathing since it's been suffering from the lack of having star players in the ring that we know about? So they're going to continue, and I believe that.
Now you got 3.
Right. So here it is. It's going to feed off the lifeblood of plus 30-year-old boxers. Well, they're all older.
That's all you. It is what it is.
So if after Pacquiao, Marquez, and Mayweather, who's in the wings that they can market? And we don't even know of anybody, do we?
No. In other words,
Where's the 20-year-olds?
Right, they're the ones who find them.
Right,
and bring them out. And typically, they get found and brought out.
Right.
The other way you typically see them is through the Olympics, because a bunch of them come through the national trials. You have the national boxing, whatever it's called.
Right.
The national trials, and you have the Olympics. So, but remember, at the Olympics, the U.S. boxers did really bad.
The worst of all time. Almost the worst of all time.
So that may be part of this.
No gold. No, nothing like that. Oh, don't worry, man. That's the iPhones, man. They contacted you.
Okay.
They contacted all of them.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you, what is that? Ring something? Alarm? I'm looking around for what's tweeting.
Right,
Y'all got shit going on.
Wait a minute. Here we are with the purveyor of technology, and he's looking around going,
because everything we gets the one that I didn't program. Hey, but so Vic, I actually think it works.
Okay.
I think let's put it like this. If it was in our hands, we can make it work.
Right.
You and I can make this work because it's the hype is all in there as you start to build up the idea of have people changed.
Well, yeah. And then
has Pacquiao changed? Has Mark,
Let me say this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get to it in the next. Let's show the picture, and then I'll lead into it. Let's show the picture that everybody's still got to get used to. This is called what Brandy will relate with. When I have to put my kids to bed, this is how they look after I get done with them if they don't pay attention to me. So,
yeah, pretty much. I posted something last night on Instagram. Was like, only good mommies around till 9 p.m. and after that, get
right. Now look at
and you always hold your nuts when you go face down on your face. There's something about being face down on the mat that makes you hold your nuts.
Right. You know what, Mario? Okay.
You're trying to save them? I don't understand.
I mean, why do they look at them? They always reaching for, look at them. Somehow you go to
No, you know what? Honestly, when you look at them, he looks like if you just put a bed under him, he looks like he's asleep. So right now the phrase
holding his nuts.
The phrase that's being coveted is he put him to sleep. Well, yeah, he looks like he's asleep. And this is the part I look at this picture and I said, no one saw this coming this way.
Nobody.
Now, I'm going to go into Brandyville right now. Now, Brandy, this is going to be something that you can address. The man is already into politics. It takes a certain amount of time, and when you're doing it at a certain time of your life, and you got boxing alone is a monster. And I just want to know, the man is married. And the day after, the event, the loss, his wife, Jinky, couldn't handle it. She was on an interview and she got emotional. She couldn't take it because he represents his culture, his country, above and beyond what we look at boxers here in the United States. So here's my question to you. See, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You lost.
Wait a minute.
That's the way it goes.
Wait a minute. Here's my question. Does marriage make a boxer tougher or softer? Brandy. Marriage.
I can't really say. It's hard because if he had, does it make you tougher or strong? Whatever. I don't know.
Because then you have a woman at home saying, "Don't come home a loser, goddammit.
Yeah,
You
it
lost
just
last
depends.
time. I told you was going to lose. I told you wasn't training. You wouldn't listen to me. If only you would have ate like I told
No,
you.
maybe she was
you probably would. That's why you ain't no good in bed no more.
See,
Because you
no.
ain't training. And I knew you was going to lose.
You just never know what kind of wife do you have? Is she supportive? Is she mean? Is she like, you know?
What's the best? What's the best you could do?
Well, see, now, Brandy, I want you to understand.
He looks like he's annoyed right now that she's crying. He's
Right.
like,
Of course
gosh.
he is. He's
Emotional,
thinking, he's
crazy
thinking,
lady.
Right. But see, here's the question.
why
because-
did I marry that white woman?
Yeah, well, she's not. Is she white?
No, he
No.
said, why didn't I marry?
Brandy.
I had to go traditional. I had to get one
That
from the
was his
homeland.
problem. Yeah.
So I could have had me that blonde.
Okay. No, but so wait. Now I'm gonna say this. Should we give? And I
He's
know.
married, poor guy.
Now I got this crying.
Wait a minute.
Lord,
Yeah.
See, you
I
guys.
should have known better.
All right, now I'm gonna put it. We're gonna vote on this in context. We got one more reference to it, but I really want to find this out because, first of all, how do boxers handle that they have a spouse? A girlfriend is different, dating is different. But
Yeah,
when
boxers.
when you have a wife and then you want to be in politics and you're trying to be the number one, can that all work together?
It's hard because you mix up your roles. One day you want to box your wife. You know you want to hit her one day.
You're not
Just
advocating.
one day you looking at her.
You're not.
Left cross.
You're not
Left
advocating this, so I'm leaving.
I'm
I
just saying,
apologize.
and
I'm
at
not-
least
it's more
cross your
serious.
mind. I'm not saying you do it.
Right.
I'm just saying,
Right.
it at least cross your mind.
So let me just say this, and I'm saying this. It's big, and I know a lot of the young guys and young girls aren't gonna care if they're not married. But I think the part that you have to pay attention to is that the hunger is not the same, and I don't think you have the time to put in it the same.
No,
way.
that's true.
He doesn't have the time.
Except
So
with us, the hunger is still the same with us, right, Vic?
so
Same hunger.
So let me say this. I don't have to tell everybody what happened here. And I'll just go through the terms and you just drop the word that's appropriate for this boxing match. Balling, upset, let down, whatever, big pimping, something for the ladies, AARP, spanked that ass.
Spank that ass and big pimping. It's just big pimping for them.
Marquez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manny lost. People lose. Get over it.
So, but what we're all saying here, and Brandy, let me just say this. I know that's some damn good food, isn't it?
I'm looking at her jeans.
Right, I'm just loving it.
got some
So,
tight jeans
so let me
today.
say this:
Because I've
Is
been
it-
eating my bars.
Is it worse? Is it worse to come home to a loss and face your wife, or even worse to come and face your brethren, your people, the boys? What's harder to deal with, Mario? Facing
It
your
shouldn't
wife?
be your wife because she should. No, hell, it should know.
If he got paid, I don't care.
Your wife, right?
I really don't care. Get paid,
Like,
do your
shut
best, whatever.
So when you wait a minute, so when you see your man laid out on the canvas, and they're counting him out, you're cool with that, right, Brandy?
Exactly.
Just getting paid, right?
You did as long as he did his best and he tried and he got his ass beat. I'm still supportive.
There you
The
go.
boys are gonna harass.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So he can, Mario, if you're a boxer, can you handle more of your boys? Because you know how they're gonna.
No, that's harder.
It's harder, isn't it?
Yeah, your old lady, she's not a. Shouldn't be an issue.
Because she's ride or die.
Right, she's supposed to be there with you.
Okay.
If she's not, you ignoring her anyway.
Okay. Well, let me say this: you said big balling and spank that ass for Marquez, right?
Yeah, so he did a great job. Upset is always
Okay.
that kind of a thing for the winner.
Right. I got you. Now, Brandy, because you said, hey, look, as long as he's making that cheese, it sounds like you're an endorser for Marquez because he made that cheese because he won. But you're
Hater.
saying also just bring the cheese home even if you come in as a loser. So is he still big pimping because in your eyes he's making cheese?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not always a winner, so I mean,
No.
you still get this to come home to.
No!
Okay.
So you know,
Okay.
When is that? When
Okay.
aren't you a winner?
sometimes I just don't win. I get miscongeniality.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
That counts as a win.
Well,
I got most cuddly. That still means fat.
All right, you guys, guess
No,
what?
it just means cuddly and cute.
I want you to look at the next picture and in one word tell me what the significance of this picture is with this particular photo ringside at the Marquez Pacquiao fight. Mario.
Ad to stay single. It's promoting the single life.
What?
Saying,
Wait a minute.
this could be your bitch.
Okay. Okay.
And that's why, and then you would be
Wait a
looking like him.
Wait a
That's
minute.
what your face would look like. You say, damn,
Wait a minute.
I used to be able to at least masturbate.
Wait a minute, Brandy. You have a moment to savor this moment. Now he's not in politics anymore. What are you more shocked at? His face or his wife's face? Look at the shocking moment. They're
Look at this
both.
guy in front of him. He's got a...
Yeah.
Which face is hitting you hitting you right there?
Doing it.
Oh gosh, I don't want to see that. They actually look like brother and sister.
Oh.
Which one? Except you're not sure which one's the brother.
Oh, you know what?
Who's the brother?
No, wait a minute.
Cut her hair. You never know.
Now think about it now. They're watching Pacquiao. That's a good one. Pacquiao lose the fight. I think the message is Mitt is saying, don't go into politics when you're trying to box. You lose. I lost. Couldn't box. Message is the Mitt jinx Manny because he is in politics, Mark.
But did they wise jinx them both?
Okay, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm not
the
blaming
wife's
it.
jinx.
I'm saying this.
A single man would have thrived.
I'll say this. Is that a ride or die chick with Mitt because that's his
Damn,
wife?
you hope she would just die.
Okay, all right, you know what? No.
No, just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
It's
That's my
satire.
new sports.
Why
I'm
y'all
not taking it
laughing?
further.
See, why y'all
I'm
laughing?
done. I'm done. You know what? I don't even support.
We don't
anything he
support
says
that.
Like that.
We know y'all happily married. Somewhere out there's some happily married people. I think it's 10%. I think it's 10%.